Hello everyone, my name's Ollie, and today I'm going to be going through the LCS and LEC confirmed and rumored changes to the rosters during the off season, and I'll be talking about my thoughts and opinions on these. And also, me and my brother have been doing a podcast for the last couple of months, really, and we also discussed these roster changes and rumors in more detail and longer form on podcast, and that link will be in the description. So please be sure to go check that out as well. So to begin with, I'm going to be talking about the LCS changes. That is North American roster changes. So to begin with, let's just talk about TSM. So for their top lane, it's pretty much confirmed that Huni will be playing, which I'm really excited for because I think he is actually one of the highest rated top laners in the LCS right now, and I think he'll hopefully go to TSM and have a great season. And for the jungler on TSM, they're sticking with Speaker, it looks like. And for the mid lane, Power of Evil, I think he is one of the best mid laners right now as well, to be playing in the LCS. So I'm super excited for TSM to be picking up Power of Evil after the sad news about Bjergsen going over to coach. And for the ADC, Double Lift is looking like he will still play, but right now there's some issues with him pretty much throwing his toys out the pram and being a little bitch, basically saying that he doesn't want to play with anyone who's not like a top tier support, which for me I think is really weird because right now he's definitely not a top tier ADC, and to be making these demands just seems kind of childish. And there's a certain point where you need to just kind of get on with your job and deal with whatever support comes in, because regardless of who it is on a team like TSM, it will definitely be one of the best supports in the world, like without a doubt, if not just in North America, one of the best. So I think for me this is just a really immature standpoint from Double Lift, and I can't say I agree with it whatsoever. And then for the support, it looks like Sword Art will be playing, but sadly right now there's visa issues. So if that falls through, then I'm guessing they'll probably stick with Bifrost, although nothing has been 100% confirmed just yet. And for the coaching staff, obviously Bjergsen stepping down from the first team roster to go over to the coaching staff. I'm really excited about this because, he has so much knowledge to impart on the fellow teammates that he's always done. And with someone like Power of Evil playing in mid, I'm sure that Power of Evil is just going to grow and learn so much from Bjergsen. And I'm super excited to see where Power of Evil's career goes. Now, for Cloud9, they've made a couple of changes. One that's been confirmed is Fudge going to top lane, which I'm kind of excited about because I think he's a pretty good addition to this team. And for the jungler, they're sticking with Blabber. I think this is also a good choice because Blabber's really good and consistent, and he was with the team last season. And for their mid lane, it looks like they'll be picking up Perks, which I'm really excited about. As he's been playing on G2 for a while now in the ADC role, and to see him back on mid lane is something I'm going to be super excited about, and I'll definitely be watching him closely to see how he performs with this team. For the ADC role, it looks like Sven is going to be playing still for Cloud9, and again, I'm excited about this. And Vulcan also to play for Cloud9 in that support role, so the bot lane staying the same, which is something I'm super pleased about. Now, moving on to Team Liquid, this support role, again, just not super excited for this whole CLG lineup. And then for Immortals, the last team in NA, they've got Revenge in the top lane. Insanity in the mid lane, which has been confirmed. All of this has been confirmed, by the way. Raze in the ADC and the Destiny support. Again, I'm just not super excited about this team. I'm not sure they're going to do great things. Right, and moving on to the LEC. We are going to start with G2, which is a team that has had loads of hype around it over this offseason. So it's looking like they'll have a pretty similar lineup to last year. So with Wonder in the top lane, Jankos in the jungle, Caps in mid, and then ADC, obviously Perks has moved to that mid lane spot. On C9, looking like Reckless right now is the obvious choice for G2's ADC, and then Mickey X in support. And I think this will hopefully be a super strong lineup. I think they'll dominate EU if this team does get put through. And then moving on to Fnatic, Bwipo looking like he'll stay in the top lane, Selfmade looking like he'll stay in the jungle position. Mid lane, nothing's been confirmed yet, but it looks like Fnatic are looking to pick up Niski. instead of Nemesis. And then for the ADC, nothing has been confirmed right now. There's not really any speculation. It was really sad that Crownshot recently announced that he won't be playing in the LEC or LCS next season. So that would be my obvious choice for Fnatic here, but that's a bit sad that hopefully someone can convince him to play, because I think Crownshot is one of the best ADCs. Just had a really unfortunate split last season, with having a not great team around him. And then Hylissang confirmed to stay in the support role for Fnatic. I'm super excited about this. And for Excel, top lane Cries, the jungle Fnatic Dan rather, who played for, I'm pretty sure he was on the Fnatic Academy team. So this is something I'm really excited about. And then Checo in the mid lane, Patrick, one of the best ADCs in my opinion, and then Torre. If not Crownshot for Fnatic, I think Patrick would be a great pickup here for them, as he, has proved himself to be one of the best teams, picking up pretty much every game for XL last season. And then for Misfits, looking like it will stay the same pretty much. Aggressivu, Razork, Vethio, new mid laner, Vander, new support. So I'm kind of excited about Vander on this team. Or I think he has good support, but just coming to this team for me seems like a really, really odd decision. And then the new Australis team, obviously the team Nuke played for before, staying on this team with a whole new team of a whole new lineup of players with not White Knight, Zanzibar, Jeskla, and Promisk. Hopefully, they'll do great things. Nuke can hopefully coach these newbies and see what this team can do. But I'm not holding out huge amounts of hope for them, but I hope that they can do something at least. And for Rogue, Odoamne being picked up in the top lane, I think this is a really, really good, strong pickup after selling Finn. I think they were probably laughing about having picked up Odoamne. I think this is a super good pickup for them. Inspired starting in the jungle again, Larson starting in the mid, Hansama starting in the ADC, and Trimby in the support. I think Hansama is one of the best ADCs in the LEC. I'm really excited about him staying on this team. And then for Shulker, it looks like they're pretty much keeping that mid-free team together. So Gilius, Abadaga, and Neon will be starting, with Broken Blade being picked up, hopefully, for Shulker. I think this is a really good pickup for them in the top lane. And then Trumby in the support. And then moving on to the Mad Lions, picking up Armut. I think this is a really, really good pickup for the Mad Lions, as Armut proved himself at Worlds to be a really, really strong top laner, and there was loads and loads of hype around him. And it looks like the rest of the team is pretty much staying the same, except for Elioya in the jungle, and then Humanoid, Kazi, and Kaiser staying the same. And for SK, they've picked up a pretty much complete new team of rookies. So we've got Genax, Tinks, Blue, Jesu, and Treats. And this is something I'm really excited about. I love to see when teams pick up these rookies, and hopefully SK will have a better season than they did last season. Not to say they did terribly last season, just didn't have an amazing performance. But hopefully with this new lineup and new coaching staff, they can do something great. And then moving on to Vitality, the last team, this is something I'm not super excited about. They've got Sizigenda, I don't know how you say that name. I'm so sorry. I've absolutely butchered that, I know. And then Skeens in the jungle, Milika in mid lane, Comp and Labrov in the bot lane. This is something, again, I'm not super excited about, but hopefully they can have a better season than they did last season. But for me, I feel like G2, Fnatic, and maybe even XL will have pretty good seasons this season with Schalke. Hopefully they can continue their run, which they started towards the end of last season, with a really strong lineup now. And the Mad Lions looking really strong. And SK, we've got some good teams in the LEC. And I'm super excited to see these games get underway. That'll be it from me for today. I hope that you guys learned something from this, and make sure to keep posted on this YouTube channel. I'll be posting more updates about the LEC LCS changes and everything like that coming up soon. Make sure to go check out the podcast as well. I'll leave a link to that, and also this Reddit thread, which I got pretty much all of my information from for this video, which has live updates on it also, about changes and stuff. So go check that out as well. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be sure to see you soon.